Anyway, I was speaking it from what he was saying.
The Katrina, and then you brought the issue
Katrina
of
and the least evolved, mending the least evolved, like part of creation in the animal kingdom. But what I wanted to bring out is that over time you find that men or human beings, when they are in conflict, they tend to kill each other, right?
Yes.
And but in the rest of the animal kingdom, you find that animals have no problem. Even when they have a problem and they are in conflict, like the lions are here, they want to fight, over lionesses.
Yes.
Or what are they called? The antelope. I hear antelope have a kingdom. A male antelope can go and like have a flock of female antelope.
Yes.
But when another antelope appears, male, and wants to now take over, they will fight the current king, and when the one, whoever is defeated, will take off. And if the animal takes off, the one which has won does not pursue. They will just take charge.
Yes.
So conflicts are there among animals, yes, but they don't go to the extent of killing each other. But human beings are a different lot. And that is why I wanted to bring out this analogy and send this message. Could it be true what he was saying, that among the animal kingdom, human beings are the least reasonable or the least evolved?
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah, because killing, going to an extent of killing is unusual. It's unusual within the animal kingdom.
Yes.
Particularly those are of the same species. Yeah, they do not do that. And probably somebody needs to dig deep and establish whether this is true or not.
Actually, that's a very good area to research on.
Yes.
Especially for someone who wants to either using the conflict resolution sector.
Yes.
And find out what is happening. What is that makes people to call to not to have good conflict resolution mechanism? Because for years people have been fighting.
Yeah.
We have war across the board. Just in our neighborhood here, in South Sudan, in Congo,
Putney and
the
Ukrainians,
and it keeps going on. And I'm one person who always believes in any war, the one who benefits in any war is the supply of the weapon.
Sure.
Ukraine or Russia will not benefit in any way.
Sure.
They are both losing. But whoever is supplying the weapon is the one benefiting.
The one benefiting.
So there's no need for fighting because at the end of the day, all of us will lose. So the moment we sit down on a table, we say, by the way, what are we fighting? Is there a better way that we can reconcile and put things in order? So better for us.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate that these discussions are rare. We want to discuss on who has the best car, who has achieved a very good position in political arena, who is maybe having, who is a celeb or famous, that kind of a thing.
Yes.
But when it comes to the real things that sustain a human being, it's an issue.
Sure.
Let's hope we can discuss that in the next session.
So, on the question of what you both were discussing, there is the idea of adaptability. And when you look at other life form, plants, animals, life form in the sea, in aquatic plants, they will always adapt to changing environment. And the reason why I was thinking that maybe we are not the most evolved life form as human beings, of course this is a very careful statement to make, is that we don't seem to be that adaptable ourselves. So we seem to force things, we seem to push things to go in a certain way, and we don't get to a point where we're just at ease and we enter rests, as the good book puts it, where we know things are just going to work and then we do what we can do at this time and push on later. So what I wanted to hear from both of you, Fred and Maweo, is it possible that other life forms adapt better than human beings? Because every time there is a problem, we complain about the rain, then we complain about the heat, we complain about the mud, we complain about the dust, we complain about everything that is not there. Is it possible that we can build our muscles to be able to just appreciate this moment? live in it and enjoy it, whether it's hot shine or it is the moon, the stars, is it dark, is it something like that. So yeah, adaptability I think is an important skill for humans to learn from other forms.
Right. Now, adaptability. From the good book, as you have quoted, the good book tells us that we are made in the image of God. And, but what does that tell us? It tells us, ideally, we are supposed to be operating like God. But again, in the same Bible, there is a lot of reference to learning from nature, such that, if it is about plants, the way they behave because of changing maybe climate and weather patterns, and maybe even the way birds behave when they are moving from us, when they are moving because of anticipated climatic or weather change. But now, when you look at it, you realize men or human beings are made in the image and likeness of God. But God again creates nature such that man needs to learn from nature.
Which is the right
But
thing.
this is something like man has refused, quote, to learn from.
To learn.
Yeah, and this is what has brought what I would call men living short of God's expectation. Because many times, I don't understand sometimes when the Bible says, learn from the birds of the air, learn from the ants. I'm wondering, who is superior? Is it the ant or the human being? But human beings are told to learn from these inferior creatures.
I think
Yeah. So we can explore that and see where do we lose it and why should we learn from inferior creatures.
still on that good book, somewhere it says man has fallen short of the glory. In my translation, it may mean there was the original setting, but we drifted from it.
Right.
So the original creation, like plants, the nature, has maintained the original setup. But man has drifted from the original setup. And that's why you see all these conflicts. You see all these messes. Because let's look at even what is being discussed currently, the issue of LGBTQ. What was the original setup in the Genesis? I don't think this is the original setup. We have drifted. So the more we drift, the more we have conflict, the more we have issues. And so the good book takes us back to there. Even on simple things like work. Solomon says, have you seen a lazy person? Go where the safari hands are, see how they work. They don't have a leader, but they are hardworking. So they are devoted. We have drifted. The good book and those who have come before us are telling us, go back to the default setting.
Yes.
Go back to the original drawing and pick from there. I think in engineering and even in architecture, we say there's a point of reference that you begin from. So we need to go back to the original reference and correct things. Even on our culture, even our own families, even how we used to do our things all the time, our grandfathers and all that, they had a certain way of doing things, and we have erred from the truth.